Create feature lines from AutoCAD objects. Note: this exercise uses grading1.dwg with the modifications you made in the previous tutorial, or you can open grading2.dwg from the Tutorials Drawings folder. Click Home tab, Draw panel, Create line. Draw a line from circle A to B to C. Click Home tab, Create Design panel, Feature line drop-down, create feature lines from objects. Click both lines, then right-click and click Enter to end the selection. In the Create Feature Lines dialog box, click OK. Name the feature lines. In the drawing, select feature lines AB and BC. Right-click. Click Apply Feature Line Names. In the Apply Feature Line Names dialog box, click. In the Name Template dialog box, for property fields, select Next Counter. Click Insert. Click OK. In the Apply Feature Line Names dialog box, place the cursor at the beginning of the name field. Enter ABC. The name field should contain ABC, Next Counter. Click OK. In Tool Space, on the Prospector tab, expand Site 1. Select the Feature Lines collection. Draw a feature line. Click Home tab, Create Design panel, Feature Line drop-down, Create Feature Line. In the Create Feature Lines dialog box, specify the following parameters. Name checkbox, selected. Name, CDEF, Next Counter. Style checkbox, selected. Style, ditch. In the Create Feature Lines dialog box, click OK. In the drawing window, snap to the end of the feature line inside Circle C. When prompted, enter 688.00 as the elevation. You have entered a known value for the starting elevation. In the following steps, you will use the transition command to defer entering elevation values at intermediate points along the feature line. Stretch the feature line and click inside Circle D. When prompted for an elevation, enter T. Stretch the feature line and click inside Circle E. When prompted for an elevation, press Enter to accept transition. Stretch the feature line and click inside Circle F. When prompted for a transition, enter SU to use the elevation of the surface at that point. Note the surface elevation shown at the command line. Press Enter twice to accept the elevation and end the command. In Tool Space, on the Prospector tab, expand Site 1. Select the Feature Lines collection. Notice that the 3 feature lines you created are displayed in the list view. You can use this box to edit the feature line's name, style, and layer, and view other properties of all the feature lines. Click Modify tab, Edit Elevations panel, Elevation Editor. Click the feature line that stretches from Circle C, D, E, to F. Click, and then click the feature line between circles A and B. The Grading Elevation Editor now displays the elevations along the feature line between circles A and B. Double-click the elevation value for the starting station, 0 plus 00.00, and change it to 630.00 foot. This value puts it a few feet below the surface. Change the elevation of the end point to 690.00 foot. Insert an elevation point on a feature line. In the Grading Elevation Editor, click Insert Elevation Point. Move the point to a location near the middle of the feature line, then click. In the Insert PVI dialog box, optionally move the elevation point to a specific station. Click OK. The point is added to the table in the Grading Elevation Editor, where you can edit the station, elevation, grade, and length, distance between points. Click Feature Line AB. Move the cursor over the surface near the elevation point to see the surface elevation displayed. In the Grading Elevation Editor, set the elevation point to an elevation that is at or below the surrounding surface. Drape a feature line on a surface. If necessary, press Escape once or twice to deselect feature line AB. Click Modify tab, edit Elevations panel, Elevations from Surface. In the Set Elevations from Surface dialog box, ensure that Insert Intermediate Grade Breakpoints is selected and that Relative Elevation to Surface is cleared. Click OK. Note: for more information about using the Relative Elevation to Surface option to make a feature line relative to a surface, see about Relative Feature Lines. Click Feature Line BC, then right-click and click Enter to end the command. Click Feature Line BC again. An elevation point has been added wherever the line crosses the edge of a triangle in the tin surface. Right-click and click Elevation Editor. Click to close the Grading Elevation Editor. Click Home tab, Create Design Panel, Grading drop-down, Grading Creation Tools. In the Grading Creation Tools toolbar, click Set the Grading Group. In the Create Grading Group dialog box, specify the following parameters. Name, Ditch Drainage. Automatic Surface Creation, selected. Volume Base Surface, selected. Click OK. In the Create Surface dialog box, click OK. In the Grading Creation Tools toolbar, click Select a criteria set. Select Ditch criteria set from the list. Click OK. In the Select a Grading Criteria list, ensure that Distance at -6% is selected. Click to expand the Grading Creation Tools toolbar. In the Style list, select Ditch. Create Gradings. Click Create Grading. Click Feature Line AB. In response to the command line prompt, click above the feature line to indicate where to apply the grading. Press Enter, Yes, to apply the grading to the entire length of the feature line. Press Enter to accept the default distance, 10 feet. Press Escape to end the command. Set your display so that feature line AB fills most of the drawing window. Click the Select a Grading Criteria list and click Surface at 4:1 slope. Click Create Grading and click the red target line from the first grading that you created. Enter Yes to apply the grading to the entire length of the line. Press Enter to accept the cut slope, 4:1. Press Enter to accept the fill slope, 4:1. Press Escape to end the command.